guys. So I'm back. That's right, this is my first video in a while, in about 2 weeks, but my first video that was like, a real video, I'd say. My last video was more of explaining things going on. We're getting back into it now. This is Underdogs right here, guys. First, I just want to say, it's great to be back. It's great to be making another video. It's also just great to be playing this game on the Pico. This is a game I waited for, guys. Like, seriously. I love this game. I loved it the moment I saw it. The art style, the whole idea of running around in a giant gorilla mech just bashing stuff to shit. I mean, look at this gameplay here, guys. It's incredible. But it's perfectly built for VR. Just everything about it is just like I couldn't have thought of a better VR game, in my opinion. It's perfect. So, anyways, it's an amazing game. I'm really glad to be playing it here. I'm glad it's on Pico. It's looking like a lot more meta games are going to be coming to Pico soon. I think that's because of the fact that it's so simple to port these games onto the Pico for free. So, they might as well try to get money from it, right? And I think we're starting to get to a point where things might start seeing kind of a shift with the fact that people might kind of go for the Pico if you want to be more like pirating things and those types of things, trying to get those Meta Quest exclusives for free. Or you could go get yourself the Quest and have the best experience, or quote-unquote the best, standard experience on Quest. And so it kind of has a split. And I think that's what Meta's trying to do, is they're trying to tackle that by bringing their games over to Pico. Anywho, this right here that we're showing off in Underdogs, you guys just saw some of the fighting. This is the other half of it. So Underdogs is a roguelite, right? It has story, as you guys are seeing, as you guys saw at the beginning of the video, with this super, super awesome, just amazing 3D art style. If you think it looks good here, just wait till you see it in a headset, because it's all 3D. Like, it's incredible looking. But not the kind of, it's better than the type of 3D you'd see at the movie theaters. I mean, if you've played VR, you know what I mean. Everyone here should know this, but, you don't know who's going to be stopping by on this video, so. Anyways, yeah, you get to pick your route, and you pick and kind of get things set up for a fight. If you've ever played UFC on something like an Xbox or a PlayStation, it's very similar to that. When you go to start fighting, you have to go to training camp, and you have to do all these activities, you have to work out, you have to practice new moves, those types of things. Well, get sponsorships. That's exactly what you do here. You have to try to get parts. You can sabotage the other bots you're fighting. You can make alliances with people. It's all these little things you can do before the fight, and you kind of have a certain amount of time. So once that time runs out, you just got to pick a fight. And yeah, you normally get 2 options. Sometimes I think you can have 3, I'm not sure, but there's always at least 2 options when it's time to fight, and you get to pick which fight you want. And so they both have their downsides. Like, this one was in the light. The other one I would have had to fight in the dark, which I didn't want to fight in the dark because it was my first fight. But this one had them have more health or something like that, which I was willing to tolerate that so I could actually see them. We try the all dark mode later in the video. But yeah, it's just cool because you can pick your own path here. It's kind of like if you ever read those Choose Your Own Adventure books. Very similar to that. Now, this game has been kind of getting some flack in the Pico store. At least it seems to be. Review-wise, it's not been doing the best, and if I'm being honest, I'm not exactly sure why. Once you pick this game up, I think you guys will understand what I mean. Yes, the graphics are slightly pixelated, but it runs incredibly, guys. It runs like butter. And the story's there, the gameplay's there, everything's there. And the graphics aren't even that bad. I've seen other games that have worse graphics that aren't being completely bombarded like this. I don't mean to go too extreme, but if you look in the in the App Store, you'll know what I mean. There's only one or two positive reviews, but this is something. If I'm being honest, it's one of the best games I've played on the Pico store in a hot minute. It's that good. And it's even worse, at least in my opinion, with some of this negative response, because right now it's on sale for Christmas. And that's what I will tell you. If you guys are iffy about this, if you guys have seen the reviews, or if you're just not sure if this is something you'll like, go check it out now while it's still on sale for the Pico Christmas sale. Because not only will you be able to get it cheaper, and you could get it in a bundle of 2 games, but if you absolutely hate this, you try this out and it's just not your thing, Pico has a refund policy for 24 hours as long as you have less than an hour in the game. So if you try this out, and as long as you don't play an hour, like, you know, as long as you play less than an hour in it, and you're like, nope, I don't like this, and then you get off it and you refund it before the next day, well, you're good to go. You get all your money back. And so it's just one of those games. Even if you're not the type of person who likes like fighting games and stuff like that, I'd still recommend it. The movement here is very similar to something, and I don't want to throw people off here, but like Gorilla Tag. You're essentially in a giant metal mech, right? That's like a gorilla, so you have to move around like a gorilla. But for people who that might kind of like turn off about this game once they hear the word Gorilla Tag, I want you to know it's anything but Gorilla Tag, you know? It's not full of a bunch of kids, it's not got this child aesthetic to it. It's a completely different thing. And just from watching this, I think you guys will be able to see that. But it's, you know, it's got metal smashing into metal. You know, you got things ripping each other apart. It's dope, and I like the music a lot too. This game has just an amazing composers and, like I said, an amazing art style. It's just really something special here, guys. Now, I've talked a lot about this game. I've talked a lot about stuff going on at the Pico. We're getting towards the end of the video now, and I just wanted to say, you know, it's good to be doing this again. You know, it's good to be making another video, and I miss doing this, and I miss talking to you guys and just, you know, having all this time together. So I wanted to say, you know, I'll see you guys in the next one, and I miss you guys, and yeah, have a good night.
La la la.